I actually do have another guest DJ this week. Go ahead and say hi.
Hello, I am Vinci from Horizon.
Oh, man,
Bang, bang,
Vinci.
bang, bang.
Let me tell you, a lot of anchors have been looking forward to this, just as they have been looking forward to your bunso, Marcus.
Yeah, he did it last week, right?
Yes, that's right.
How was he? 9 out of 10? 11 out of...
You know what? You know what? I hate this. I was supposed to ask you that question.
Yeah, I actually listened to a bit of it. Like, you were talking about, like, overheating phones. And I was like, what is happening?
Out of all the things we talked about,
yeah, I heard that bit.
The overheating phone. And the thing is, the overheating phone is mine, man.
Okay.
Don't do that to me.
Got it.
Okay, no. But, like, a follow-up question I would have is, now that you are here, and now that you've kind of heard Marcus's time here.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to do better?
It's hard to do better than a 15-year-old, you know? They're very good with stuff. And Marcus is no exception to that. He's very talented and he's very skilled in speaking. A lot of the members look up to him regarding speaking, so that's me included. So yeah.
Man, such a guy in Korea. I was expecting you to go, no?
Well, that's his space, that's his area. So respect to him on that, and his gaming and overheating phones.
I'm this close to turning off your mic. We're gonna cut this.
Horizon is gonna be banned here.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, the show's at 8:30. I'm gonna cut this from like 8:30 to 8:35, man. It hasn't even been 5 minutes, and he's here roasting my.
Yeah.
I hate this. No. Anywho, Vinci, here's what we do on the show whenever a new DJ comes in or whether a student jock comes in. One of the first things we make them do is we make them practice the station ID. And since you are going to be doing some intros to some songs here, we're going to have you practice it.
Okay, guide me through
You
it.
got to nail this, okay? So it goes, Monster, RX 93.1.
Monster. No, RX first or 93?
RX first.
Okay, Monster, RX 93.1.
Perfection. All right. I feel like you are ready to go.
Thank you.
So are you ready to put that, well, it's not really theory into practice. You know what? Are you ready to try and intro a song?
Okay. So, the next one there. Okay. This next song is... Do I just say the song or do I describe it?
Oh my gosh, I don't think
describe it?
Okay, I haven't given you the formula yet. So
yeah,
you gotta say the song, and then after you say the song, you say only here on the Monster. Or you can go with on the Monster.
Okay.
It's up to you. Just play around with it.
Okay, this next song is Like Jenny by Jenny, only here on Monster.
Period. Just
is that how
like
you do it?
that.
Miss. Oh yeah,
never miss.
Yeah. That was a thing.
I know, it was a moment. Anyway, welcome back to the show, Monsters. It's a pop-up with Aubrey.
And Vinci.
Yes, and we are here to do an abridged hit or miss, just like what we did last week with Marcus. So the idea is, anchors sent in a couple of like balance game-esque questions. Would you rather do this? Would you rather do that? And a couple of these are actually more tailored to you. So it's really more of, you know, what do you think?
Okay.
So for example, we got user Vinci all the way via X, who asked, would you rather forget the lyrics of a song in a performance or would you rather forget a choreography?
Oh, forget the lyrics for sure, because I've done that a lot of times. And
before?
I've always tried to, you know, just
play it off.
But with dance, they can see clearly that, oh, he messed up, he's different. So it's more embarrassing for the dance part. So yeah, forgetting lyrics.
But like at the same time, when you forget a dance, or rather if you, let's say for example, parang speed up ka ng konti. It could create such an iconic moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If
that
it
happened.
works well, if it matches well.
Yeah, that happened.
That happened to you as well?
No, not to me. To other groups. Not
like,
to me. Yeah, oddly. Not yet. Hopefully in the future. Yeah.
Yet?
I think 17 did it.
Dude, 17.
With what was it? Was it
Pretty You?
Pretty You.
Pretty
Yeah,
You.
Pretty You. With Joshua. Yeah.
You know, here's another question. And interestingly enough, this is like one of the main things we've been talking about off air. This is from user Amy_B. I'm sorry, you have a long username, so I'm just read your the display name. User Amy_B asks, horror or rom-com?
Horror.
Horror.
Yeah, but I did just watch a rom-com earlier. Yeah. Oh, I don't know too.
Because like, okay, ito na lang.
Okay.
How about this? If you had nothing else to watch, let's say, for example, you're at home, you're chilling at the dorms, and the only movies available were rom-coms or horror films, what would you be picking?
Okay, I'm alone. Okay, that's rom-com easily. Because I can't watch horror films alone. I need someone to be scared with me.
To be scared.
Yeah.
Not really someone to be like, no, I need someone to like, kailangan ko na may madadamay.
Yeah, it's just the fact that, you know, creepy things might happen to you and you don't want to experience it alone.
Do you have like a go-to member parang inaaya if you want to watch a horror film? Like, for example, there is a horror film that is going on, and I know that you did recently view it.
Yes, watch it.
You recently watched it. When it comes to these types of situations, let's say you have free time or you were able to secure yourself a copy, who's your go-to member?
The recent one was Winston, and the other recent one was Kyler. So them. And Jiro too, the other younger one.
Whenever something scary pops up and they scream, they would know that the person they're with would scream as well. They don't feel that bad about themselves.
No,
you're not that type.
Yeah, not that type.
You know what? From films, are you a fan of superhero films?
Yeah, I recently watched Thunderbolts and Captain America.
Hold on.
The Brave. Yeah. Yeah. That one.
I'm this close to turning off your mic, I swear. Okay, because our next question is related to that. This is from user at ace_golchi, who's asking, would you rather fly or would you rather have super strength?
Fly. Yeah, I want to go to other countries without a visa. Is that allowed? Is that legal?
He's thinking practically.
Yeah. Visas are hard to get.
Well, that is fair. But if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be?
Being invincible.
Did you just do that because it's a pun on your name?
Yes, exactly. That's what I call my fans.
You know what? This is a sign for us to get back to the music.
Yeah,
How
okay.
about you intro the next song so I can turn off your mic?
Okay, this next song is from Lady Gaga. It's called How Bad Do You Want Me? Only here on The Monster.
Conversation of Penthouse, which is also another stressful thing to watch. And that's when I found out
stressful. Yeah.
that
my mom was watching it and I was just passively watching it with her. Like you with your Boys Over Flowers.
Yeah, because again, we were talking K-drama and the question popped up was the first K-drama. Validate our shared experience right here. In just a bit, we are going to get to some more of this or that. So we got a lot of questions for you guys, and I'm quite excited to hear Vinci's answers to a couple of those. Okay. So do stay tuned. And if you have any greets, if you have any requests, you could send them.
You can send them through the Monster text line 09611367
Nice save, man.
Thank you so much.
Now playing this next track by Dinella. Track's called Ikigai, only here on The Monster. Only here on the Pop-Up with Aubrey.
And Vinci.
And now it's time for us to do some more of this.
Hit or miss.
Hit or miss. On The Monster. Time flies so quickly.
It does.
I did not know.
How is it 9:30 already?
But I'm pretty sure the anchors wouldn't mind if we extended just a bit.
Yeah, they would love it.
We have a couple more things in store for you.
Okay.
But for now, we are going to be doing an abridged hit or miss, aka our this and that, this or that segment. We have a lot of fans who send in their questions, a lot of anchors, such as user at Joseph Van, I'm going to assume that's how I say your name, who's asking Evermore or the Dead Poet Society. Are you a Swiftie?
Yeah, I'm a Swiftie. Yeah. Not too solid now, but back when I was a teenager, yeah, I used to bump up that, Fearless album, Speaker album.
Dude,
yeah.
Fearless is one of my favorite albums as well. I'm not a Swiftie myself. Like, I wouldn't say, how do I say this? My rule of thumb is, if I know that there are people who are kind of like more,
inclined.
fanish.
Yeah.
Yes, fanish. And I'm not at that level. I think it would be a disgrace to call myself a fan.
I mean, that's me too, but then there was one time that they played Back to December and I knew the lyrics without the lyrics. And I was just like, wow, so maybe I am a Swiftie?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I know a lot of Taylor Swift songs, but more on the old ones.
Another valid point would be maybe you're a fan of her older stuff, and that's completely okay as well.
Valid, right? Valid.
So the question is...
Evermore.
Evermore.
Yes,
all
Evermore.
Right. So I'm going to assume your favorite is like what, her Fearless album?
Red.
Yes.
Oh. Red.
So you were probably living when there was like a Red Taylor's version or...
yeah,
okay.
I love that.
So you were bumping that all too well
10-minute version? For sure. I was like, oh my gosh, the scarf. Oh my gosh, the lore behind that scarf. Crazy.
His eyes actually lit up when we mentioned like all too well 10-minute version.
Yeah.
So yes, we got the audio representation and the visual representation.
Yes.
Another question is, and personally this is something I'm curious as well. So you guys have been performing a lot. You've been to a lot of events as HORI7ON. The question is, would you rather make an appearance at Coachella or make an appearance at the Met Gala? If you had to choose.
big dream, but Coachella for sure, because we get to perform and we get to listen to a lot of different artists, and I think it caters to a lot of people. So Coachella for sure.
Dude, I could totally see it though. I feel like you guys are like
Fingers crossed.
primed for it at this point.
Praying for it.
Manifesting.
Manifesting, yes.
Manifesting. All right. By the way, the Coachella or Met Gala question came from at Mad Mads Maru.
Ooh, hello po.
That sounds like a Sanrio character.
It does.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, oddly it does.
I think so, right? Mad on. Anywho, moving on. This is from user Vinci Trends team. Oh wow, this is an entire team asking
there's
you.
a team.
They're asking night owl or early bird.
Early bird. I'm an early bird. I wake up 7:30.
By choice.
By I don't know, body clock.
Body clock.
My body clock is just I don't even know.
Nah, no one's judging you here. I can relate fully, wholeheartedly. Last question for now. This one's coming from at Ace Golchi, again, Ace_Golchi, who's asking Blackpink's Lisa or NCT's Mark.
Wow.
Are these your biases?
Those are my biases. Yeah.
Like top of the top.
Top of the top. They were the ones who pushed me to do what I do right now, and they're still the ones who are, you know, my role models in performing and everything. Let's just say Mark for now, because do we segue?
Honestly, you can, okay, for context.
Because I'm seeing the screen, I'm like, oh, it would be the perfect segue.
For context, right, I've laid out 2 songs from our Monster K-pop playlist, so whatever song Vinci would answer, that's what I was gonna play.
That's very thoughtful. Thank you so much.
And now you've ruined it. I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Well,
No. Go on. So you go ahead and pick.
Oh,
Don't pay any attention to this. Like, all you just gotta do is answer the question, my guy.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, but
No, go on.
Mark Lee.
All right, for now,
Yes,
though.
For now, Mark Lee.
Nah, because I fully understand, and I'm sure anchors everywhere would understand how hard it is to pick a bias and to stick with that bias for so long.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Like, people who get to do that deserve an award.
Yeah.
Crazy.
My fans they know that I love Mark so much, and they even sent me like signed posters of him.
Crazy.
Yeah, like he signed them. Like, whoa, I wouldn't get this if it was just me. But my fans are very thoughtful and generous.
Anchors, you guys are amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that, but hey.
Nah, anything for Vinci.
Oh.
That's I feel like that's their mindset.
Thank you.
So if you were to say one message, let's say hypothetically seeing Mark is tuned in right now, and if there is a message that you would like to send over to him.
Yes. You know what, dude? I have met you during our time in Korea, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna tear up. No, that's my throat. And I am a big fan of your work, and I plan on collaborating.
Dude,
that's fast.
I know.
It's crazy.
It is.
9:41.
I know. But anywho, at the end of this quote-unquote special series, this is also, again, something that we did with Marcus last week. The guest DJ gets to pick 3 songs from any song here on the Monster. Like, it could be from our Monster K-pop playlist, from our Sound Trip playlist, from our Hip 26 or Rat Wednesday playlist, and we can play it back to back, although it is 3 songs only. It's basically your own playlist.
Yeah.
And we do have a mini playlist lined up. Well, no, I can't say it's mini because this is the required amount of songs. It's Vinci's playlist. So go ahead and introduce your playlist.
Yes, the thought that I had was I wanted it to match with the rain that just poured down on us. So I chose Half Moon by Dean, featuring Gecko. And it's a song that actually got me hooked to Korean music.
Really?
Yeah, I got hooked with Korean R&B first and then K-pop. Yeah.
Honestly, very valid. And
Dean is one of those.
Dean tracks, honestly, you cannot go wrong.
Yeah, and you mentioned you also like Dean, so
I do.
I thought it was the perfect choice.
I know. I was so happy when you said Dean. I was like, oh, perfect.
We love it.
We love. So go ahead and intro our next song.
Yes,
Let's
this
go.
is D Half Moon featuring Gecko. Dean, only here on The Monster.
Wow. Sabay boses. One. It seems like our guest wants to leave.
No, I thought you were like asking me to. Oh, I needed to leave like in 13 seconds. Like, oh my gosh, I needed to say goodbye first.
My God, I was like, because like for context, Vinci was taking photos with the monster wall over there, and I was like, okay, my guy, I hate to rush you, but we got like 13 seconds left. You got to get back in here. I don't think he heard the final part.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to run now. I was like running out the door, and then she was like, no, what? You need to say goodbye. Like, what?
And it was hilarious. They were backing up.
I was literally grabbing my bag and was like, nice meeting you, Aubrey. Nice meeting you.
Jenny over there was like, goodbye. I'm like, wait, where are you guys going? You still have to finish the show.
Yeah, there's something in the air here, But we're not rushing. We're not rushing, guys.
Anywho, that is it for Vinci here.
Yes, thank you so
on
much
the
for
pop-up.
having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you.
It's been a great experience, and even though you have roasted or attempted to roast me a couple of times, and there were some times when I wished your mic was at a lower volume, I'd like to think that, I had fun.
I had fun too because it's my, my first time being solo again in radio. So
Did you miss it?
yes, I missed it. Yes, so much, and thank you for letting me up on a Friday night. Is it a Friday night?
It is a Friday.
Yes. I don't have sense of time.
Well, honestly, we would hope that you would come back here. Honestly, if you would
please.
like to do like another guest DJ
Sure,
thing
sure.
here, who knows? I might even let you like cue stuff here in the board
my.
itself. Like you get the actual
okay, let's-
experience in itself.
Let's see.
That would be crazy.
For sure.
really
If
fun.
you want me, just call it out.
I thought you were gonna make a Kim Possible reference. Call me, beat me. If you want to reach.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you had that in you. But we are the same age-ish.
Halos.
So, okay, I see how you would get that. But wow. I haven't heard of Kim Possible.
At this point of the show, I don't know if that's a dig or if it's a compliment. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's a dig because that means...
Turning
wait.
off your mic.
In a good way. A dig in a good way. Because that means she's cultured. Disney kids are cultured.
Say it louder. Anyway, it is time for us to end this part of the show. If you have any messages for your anchors, for the monsters tuned in,
Yes, anchors are 5 boys who went out, are safe and back in my arms. So don't worry and say congrats to them because they were very brave for 5 days.
spoken like a true mama.
Yeah, I'm a
chick.
mama.
They're back in my arms. Don't worry, they're safe.
Yes, they're safe.
Anywho, is there anything that you would like to say before we say our goodbyes?
We have some upcoming events, so please do go to our Horizon social media accounts to check out the details for those events. And anchors, see you soon. And for now, listen to Cold and stream it a lot.
You did talk about listening to Cold, streaming Cold, so I
Yes.
feel like it's only right that we end it with Cold.
Oh, sure.
So I'll have you do the honors of introducing your own song as
Yes.
a way to cap off the night. So go ahead.
Yes, this is our own song, Cold, HORI7 on, only here on The Monster.
Welcome back to the show. We just finished our mini guest DJ stinting with Horizon's Vinci. And last week we also had Horizon's Marcus with us. So we hope you guys enjoyed that little surprise. You know what? Let's just call it surprise for lack of a better term. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure we did get a recording of it. We are just checking if the audio is okay, but not to worry. All good vibes in case you missed it. And again, it was a great time. I personally had fun, and I hope he did as well. And yeah. Well, anywho, monsters, it is back to the pop-up with Aubrey, and Aubrey only.